people had supported us in our journey to get here. Later, at the end of our wedding reception, we gave a speech in which we expressed gratitude, not just to our loved ones, but to the many activists who came before us and fought tooth and nail for equality. All in all, it was a truly beautiful day. But in the end, I never would have had that wedding, or even submitted a marriage application at all if I hadn't met Ryosuke-kun. Hi there, Lily. Welcome. How are you? I hope that you're doing well tonight. Thank you for the star, boy. I appreciate it. Thank you, 9K star, Papa Ninja. Thank you. Kari, I would love to see what you're saying, but they're just question marks on my phone because my... I think maybe my phone is old. Oh no. Oh no. To tell you the truth, my younger self never imagined I'd have such a happy future waiting for me. In fact, for the longest time, I was convinced that I didn't even deserve to be happy. Instead, I told myself I committed some terrible crime in a past life, and that's why I was born gay, to atone for my past with my current offering. But of course, I didn't actually have any memories of a past life, so why did I feel that way? Well, I'd like it to take a moment to tell you my story, the honest truth, with all the most humiliating moments fully intact. After all, this is the path that led me to my husband. Okay, now we're in chapter 1. Thank you, Cardinal Shiratsu. Thank you. Yo, boy. Official welcome to the VIP club. Kari, official welcome VIP club. That makes you guys very important people, but also very important bronze. Because you're all shrimp here. Bum, bum, bum. Thank you for the support. Alright, chapter 1. A normal little boy. Normal in quotations. Rio's gonna have a sip of coffee. Maybe I think that bear was right. Drinking coffee with the tummy ache was not a good idea. I'm a shrimp. We're all shrimps. Each and every one of us, we're all shrimp here. Glug, glug, glug. That's not the noise that shrimp make, I don't think. Do I have a heating pad in here? Guys, maybe what I'm feeling right now is indeed the cramps that you said to me. Maybe it didn't get me sick at all. Maybe this is cramps. We are. Thank you, Party Poppers, Kari. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's the tummy ache party for the tummy ache survivors. Everyone blow the poppers. Congratulations, you made it. No hospital for you. Just for tonight. Tomorrow, who knows? Tomorrow, the cheese and you, who knows? Regardless of what anyone else thinks, I was a normal kid. Born and raised in Hokkaido Prefecture. Back then, we lived in a housing complex with its own little park where all the neighborhood kids would play. At the center of the park was a 4-seater swing set. When you started swinging real high, it would make this loud clang clang noise. To us, we called it Clang Park. My favorite game was called Kick It. Like, kick the can, kinda, but without the can. I would run up to a street lamp, touch my foot to the pole, and yell, "Kick it!" I'd play this game all day long if you'd let me. Holy shit, you just kick things and yell? That kinda rocks. In the wintertime, the park playground equipment would disappear underneath a thick blanket of snow. Sometimes we would dig it up, and sometimes we would dive off the bicycle shop roof into a huge pile of snow. As a kid in Hokkaido, snow was just kind of a winter-exclusive toy. I loved playing outside, just like everyone else, and I never once suspected that I was any different from them. Sounds like me, right? It sounds fun. I should start doing I'm gonna start doing it. People are gonna start kicking me out of the Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. Oh, why? Well, because you keep approaching every single table in the Denny's. And you keep kicking everybody's chairs, and it's becoming a disturbance. Except when it came to sports. You see, my parents are both sports fans. My father was a member of a corporate Olympic sports team. Whoa! Fancy! Hi, Samsung! Welcome, my Rios! Nice to meet you! I'm reading BL book right now. We're just getting started. Okay. And served as a chairman for the organization. That's crazy. If you're an adult doing it, it's scary. Honestly, even if you were a kid doing it, it was scary, because I remember there was this one time I was at an anime convention, and the hotel that it was held at had those kind of doors that you would, those spinny doors. You know the kind, the ones that are rotating all the time? I was at the convention, and no one was using those doors, okay? And I ran into the doors. Yeah, the entrance, yeah, like the spinny entrance ones that are like in the front of like fancy hotels. That kind. Like the fancy ritzy hotels. The ones that are constantly spinning and like you have to like time it just right. So you can step in and be sure that you're not slammed by the glass of the door. Even though I don't think that you would be slammed by it. I think that they would just probably be like nice to you and probably just like slow down, you know? Something like that. I was in those doors and I kept well, I was like 10, okay? So I kept running through the doors. I was playing in the doors with my friends, right? Samsung, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Official welcome VIP club. That makes you a very important person, but also a very important prawn. Because we're all shrimp here. Welcome. welcome. I was in the revolving doors. That's it. The revolving doors. And the convention staff approached me and said, you have to stop. And I was like, what? And they said, we're gonna have to kick you out of the convention if you don't stop. I was 10, mind you. 10, mind you. And I was just running around in the doors for maybe a minute with my friends. And they threatened me. And they stamped a hole in my badge. And they said, if you get another one of these, you're not gonna be allowed to get back in the convention center. I was like, I'm 10! I'm 10! So I started crying. So imagine, if you get in trouble with that kind of thing at 10, if I started doing it at, what, 25? I'd be cooked. They say, you gotta get out, bro. I wouldn't even get a one-stamp warning. I would get a triple dipper. Be asked to leave the establishment and never come back. Just for having whimsy. Guess like it's playing on an escalator. Escalators are scary. But I guess it does have this similar feeling, right? Escalators are scary. I always whenever I'm about to step on an escalator, I like second guess myself like 10 times. My foot goes like above it and I'm like and then I try to get it, I'm like and then eventually I'm able to step on it. But it's all about the timing with that one too. Why do I keep feeling that all of these things like doors and escalators that have a slight time mechanism, I feel like they're gonna like suck me up in it. Where does that stem from? Is that in a movie at some point? Maybe in something that I saw? I don't know. I could never get on one personally. Escalators? They're a bit scary, I think. They are a bit scary. I can't lie. But we have them everywhere. Shoelaces getting stuck. Right. Or like your bag getting stuck on like something, and then you're like yanked back. Scary. Or somebody just like pushes you off. Scary. Otoharu Ryo gets banned for a con for being too silly. No, I remember I started crying really hard. And I was at the convention with my mom and my sister, and my mom and my sister both felt bad, and they thought that they were being a little bit dramatic. So my mom and my sister both said, "Can you stamp ours too?" Because they were trying to make me feel better. Because I was just running in the circle with my friend, so they felt a little bit bad, and so they got their badges stamped too. I was like, "Oh, thanks, guys." Thanks, guys. Samsung, I would appreciate it if we did not spam the chat, but thank you. I appreciate your enthusiasm. So the pool the other day, my friend pushed me to the pool, even though she knew I can't swim. No! That's so mean. Super mean. Okay, where did we leave off? Oh, his sports team. His dad was on the freaking Olympics council or something. That's crazy. Okay. There we go. Served as chairman. Hi, Quinn, welcome. How are you? It's nice to see you. I hope that you're doing well. It's been a bit. Okay. As for my mother, she had played the same sport ever since she was in school, and she was fiercely dedicated to it. In my eyes, both of them are highly competitive people, and to this day, they're still brimming with vitality, even in their 50s. Well, naturally, they were both hoping to have a boy as their first child so they could raise him to be a famous athlete. When I first started going to elementary school, my father would wake up early every morning, even on his off days, and invite me to play catch with him. Yeah, but I hated playing catch. Wearing the catcher's mitt always gave me hangnails. Oh, so real! And it made my day smell funky. It made my hands smell funky, too. Thus, I would spend every single weekend trying to avoid my father at all costs. That was probably like, why not kick a soccer? I mean, that would have been really smart if he's already kicking things. Why baseball? Why baseball? That's true. That doesn't make any sense. Soccer's still famous in Japan, right? Maybe his dad just had an affinity? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe his dad played baseball? Who knows? Soccer would have made sense, though. One time, he managed to flag me down. "Let's play some catch, son," he announced gleefully. But when I tried to think of a way to turn him down, I noticed my mother frowning sadly. She said to me, "Please, Ryosuke, your father's been looking forward to playing catch with his son since long before you were even born." Hard to say no to that, right? Slumping my shoulders, I put on the brand new catcher's mitt that my father had just bought. Just for me. Of course, I wasn't gonna improve my skills at a game that I was only playing against my own will. When my parents realized this, they tried soccer next. Ah, there we go! Soccer mention! Soccer mention! There we go, there we go. Hi, Starberry! It's nice to see you! Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the star. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Welcome! Good morning! Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Star. Thank you, Star. Thank you, Star. Thank you, Star. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There we go. Ruby, you predicted it. The soccer. The soccer morning. Okay, the soccer morning. Why did I say morning? Oh, because I was reading chat. I was reading chat at the same time. My brain fog. My brain fog. Okay, well, I hope that you slept well. Good morning. We're reading BL book today. We're reading BL book today because Ryoyo has tummy ache and my power's out. If I ever look funny, it's because my power out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yowie. Yay, yowie! Yay, yippee, yahoo! Okay. Of course, I wasn't gonna be improving my skills at a game that I was only playing against my will. When my parents realized this, they tried soccer next, followed by swimming, followed by martial arts, on and on. Are you in the dark right now? I have a small light. I have a small light that's illuminating the book. It's not bad, and my laptop's on right now, too. Since the power's on in my bedroom. Right now I'm in my office, though, because the acoustics are better. I'm gonna warn you, and you better listen. Are you 12? Are we 12? Are you 13? 12 and a half. 14. No. Nay. 11. 11! I was like, we should probably go backwards, right? We should probably go backwards, right? You read my mind, you boy. Where did we leave off? They're getting thrown out the window. I said you're 12. So are you so you're 12 and a half. 13. I can play Guess Who all day. Rio's getting thrown out the window. Fucking finally, dude. Fucking finally, dude. I'm 16. That's crazy. I didn't act like that at 16. Sorry, that was mean. That's crazy. Gingy, welcome! Welcome, how are you? Why are you dead? Why are you dead? Welcome. We're reading BL. JC, hi, it's nice to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm on a break. So you're okay, yeah, that makes sense. Do you want to be thrown out a window with me? I'm being thrown out a window. I'm 1. I was born with Yeah. Me too. I'm also 1. I'm also 1. I'm also 1. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm also 1. Wow, that's crazy. Are we all 1 years old here? Are we all 1 here? I'm 1. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. The stream is 18 plus, though. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. My Oshi's 1 years old. Yeah, I'm a baby. I'm a baby! I'm just a baby! I'm just a baby! Change my diaper! Blah blah! I'm just a baby. Change my diaper. I need my diaper changed. I need my diaper changed. Can I have chin diaper? Chin diaper, please. Quick change my diaper. Blah blah. Blah blah. Blah blah. Blah. Hi there, Featherman. Nice to see you. I'm Rihanna. Nice to meet you. Asha, welcome! I'm just a baby. Makes me think of Mod changes diaper. No, don't put that on Mod. No, that's so mean. That's so mean to Mod. Welcome everyone, welcome newcomer, welcome. I'm Rio, it's nice to meet everyone. I'm Rio, nice to meet you. I have tummy ache today and my power's out, so I read book for everyone. We're reading a gay book. Gay, this is, we do not read, don't. I understand, how are you? It's nice to see you. Here's a diaper, baby. Go change it yourself. You're a grown when you're. Imagine handing a diaper to a 1-year-old and saying, figure it out. Yikes! I don't think that they'd be able to. Well, maybe they. Honestly, I think that they could probably figure out something, right? They could probably figure out something. 1-year-old reads BL. What would a 1-year? Honestly, when I was one, when I was like the equivalent of one, I think the equivalent of me being 1 would be like me being 10. What was you guys' first BL? I know I'm sidetracking so much. Mine was Okane Ganai, which had no business being my first BL at 10. You know what I mean? 10 count. Oh, good one! So you were on Tumblr, huh? so like 2014 was like a really good year for you, huh? 2015 was like really good. I can't say it. I understand. Junjo! Yeah, Junjo. Makes sense. It is classic. Definitely a classic. Pepper Ninja, I think that was whatever you were gonna say was probably my second one. Probably. Okay, where the hell were we? Okay, I'm being sidetracked. Blonde man, twink black hair boy, very R18 at 7 years. It really do be like that. Blonde man and twink black haired boy. Blonde man and twink black haired boy. Blonde man, twink black haired boy. Yuri on Ice for the first time, literally, yeah. Did you love it? So you loved it. Does Naruto count actually? Yeah. Mr. Unlucky has no choice but to get. I love Mr. Unlucky has no choice but to get. Yeah, so have you seen the drama? Then I'm assuming, have you seen the drama? It's really cute, guys. Everyone, it's on Tubi. You have no excuse. It's really cute. It's a really cute one. I love the drama. It's so nice. Good choice. Okay, where was I? Where was I? Oh my god, speaking of. Sorry, I'm so sidetracked. One of my favorite, like, reality shows right now. Well, it came out on Netflix last year, I think it was, called The Boyfriend. Really cute. Really cute. Season 1, I really enjoyed. I liked the cast a lot on season 1. Season 2 just started. Came out, like about a week ago? They dropped the first, like, 6 or 7 episodes. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's kind of like, if you guys have ever seen any of the Terrace House series, or I guess, it's in the same vein as, like, like, Love Island, or The Circle, or something like, I liked Usaka. Usak! I love him. That's my shawty! He's like a melody! Well, I can't get out of my head! He's got me singing like. Anyways, season 2 is out, so I've been really excited about that. Thank you, Tony K. Star Hashtag, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so I've been watching, I've been watching season 2 of that. It's very good. Very good. I recommend everyone watch it. It's like a reality show, but all these guys, have to send, like, secret love notes to everyone, but they also have to get to know each other by working at a coffee shop together. So cute! It's so pro to Harurio! But it's a reality show at the same time. And it's like all the boys that I end up liking the most seem to be extremely unpopular. And the one that I like the most in season 2 so far, no one has eyes on him at all. I'm like, what the hell? It's just because he's 40, huh? But I think that he's the nicest one. So, I don't know. If no one else ends up with him, Otoharu Rio's flying across seas. That's all I'm saying. First one was one that starts with book. Yeah. Many such cases. Killing your mom? That's crazy that you think that I live with my mom. I'm old. I'm an old man. I'm old. I don't live with my mom. I'm old! Watch that 10 times. Everybody had to. I mean, it was, you really... Not everybody had to! Not everybody had to. But at the time, it was such a... It was such a... Why you sound like a girl then? Why are you 12? You're so fucking annoying. Do you know that you're annoying as fuck? Sorry, Otoharu Ryo's being mean, but you are. You are. I hope that you get some help. And become 13 soon. Okay, I got rid of them. What's wrong with living with mom? Sorry, it was not you. I just had to make a point to a 12-year-old, you know? If you live with your mom, that's okay. Your mom is probably very nice. Just, there are too many chuny 12-year-olds in here, you know? Too many chuny 12-year-olds, you know? I'm 16, I swear! I'm 16, I swear! Okay. They were definitely 16. Yeah, right? Yeah, right? I thought that, honestly, I thought it was cool as fuck when I was 16, you know? I thought it was cool as fuck when I was 16, so I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no... When I was 16, I was already worried about college. So... I'm like, this can't be right. That's not accurate. That's not accurate. Enjoy Ryo's moe voice is simple and right. They don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand how good we have it. Right. I was on Tumblr at 16, so I know I wasn't cool. No. But at Tumblr at 16, you are cool. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm only saying that because I'm biased, because I, too, was on Tumblr at 16. You know? Possibly. When I was 16, I was 1. Exactly. Life truly began at that point. You revert back to 1. Okay, where were we? I'll start reading again. We're literally like a page off of the next chapter. I was on Tumblr when I was 14. I think I also started Tumblr when I was around 14, probably. When I was 16, I was role-playing Hello Project Idol. So true. Because these days don't know how to blend in anymore. We've lost it. I know. It's because they're too busy on Gacha Life, bro. They're too busy in an echo chamber of Gacha Life. This is my own assumption, though. This is my own assumption. I don't actually know, because I don't study them. And I actually actively do my best to have as limited contact as possible. But who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's see. No matter how many different sports. There we go. Okay, we're back in the book. They subjected me to. I was a continual letdown. Worst of all, they would always look so confused, like, are you really our son? It was around that time that the kids at our school started calling me an okama, a term used for feminine gay men or even drag queens. Unbeknownst to me, my natural body language, the way I swung my arms when I ran or how I crossed my legs when I sat, had marked me as effeminate. As you might expect, I didn't really like to be called an okama, but what was I supposed to do? To me, I was just being myself. My parents and teachers, however, made quite a fuss about it, and every time they caused a stir, and it only served to humiliate me even further. So while I didn't necessarily care what the other kids called me, I was terrified of the grown-ups finding out about it. So the best gay guys. Do you think so? Bear, that would make sense for you, huh? One day, in 2nd grade, something happened to me that made me realize I was anything but normal. It all started during homeroom, right before the end of the school day, when my teacher asked, Nanasaki-kun, would you come to the front of the class? And she was a middle-aged woman who wore a sunny smile, but this time she wasn't smiling. In the spur of the moment, I panicked, but ultimately I did as she asked. As I stood beside her, I gazed around the rest of my classmates, who stared at me back in confusion. The last time I got a kid called up to the front of the class during homeroom, the teacher told us that he was going to transfer to a different school from far away, so I thought that I was going to transfer somewhere too. But then she put her hand on my shoulder and asked the entire class, "Is our Nanasaki-kun in Okama?" Oh, fuck, in front of the entire class! In front of the entire class! My heart leapt into my throat, and my mind went blank. Everyone stared at me in total silence. I hung my head and looked at the floor, trying my best to hold it all in together. Is her student what is do you guys know your classmate? Is he one of them queer? No! No! Not at such a formative age, too. Not at the age of 1. I hung my head and looked at the floor, trying my best to hold it all in together. Meanwhile, my teacher repeated her question. Don't double down! Don't double down! Yeah. Well, is Nanasaki-kun an Okama? Because I think that he's a normal boy. So why does everyone keep calling him that? Yeah, Okama! Well, even then, they'd still be a normal boy, right? Yeah, it feels so outdated. If I smiled at her and told her that I didn't mind it, could I stop all of this from happening? No one said a word. They were gonna hear me sniffling in all the silence. Gritting my teeth, I hung my head even lower and my tears fell to the cold tile floor. In that moment, I felt pathetic and worthless. By being myself, I had somehow gotten the entire class in trouble. The only sound was that of my muffled sobs. What do you think, Kikuchi-san? Is Nanasaki-kun an Okama to you? My teacher asked as she rubbed my back. Girl, you're not helping. Kikuchi-san paused to think for a moment, then answered. No, ma'am, I don't think so. Really? It was the only thing that she could have said in the situation. I agree. Nanasaki-kun's just a normal boy. Someone else chimed in. After a loud discussion about me, the class ultimately decided that I was normal. But I felt very different. If I was actually normal, we wouldn't have to debate it in the first place. No, my standards of normal were what made me an Okama to everyone else. So from that day forward, I vowed to start acting more normal. My teacher finished the conversation by saying, from now on, let's stop calling Nanasaki-kun an Okama, okay? I hated myself for being so utterly pathetic. I really wanted to disappear. And then, with her trademark sunny smile, she turned to me and said, from here on, everything's going to be okay. Sure. Hi, Scarlett. How are you? Welcome in for the first time. Ashan, thank you 25 stars. I appreciate it. Hi, Scarlett. Hi. I'm Rios. Nice to meet you. How are you? Good, you? I'm doing okay. We're reading a BL book right now. We're only on chapter 2. They're very short chapters, so so it's pretty good. It's like it's a memoir about someone's life. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Thank you, stars, everyone. You are all very epic sauce. The sauce is epic in these parts. What? How many stars do I actually need to achieve this background? It's like 150, right? It's so high up. Okay, chapter 2. Sailor Moon and Santa Claus. Sailor Moon? Yeah, alright. I know what you are. Hold on. Yeah, me too. Alas, I was very much not okay. Now that my teacher had instilled in me the knowledge that I wasn't normal, I was forced to think about it 24/7. About how to be a normal boy. Yeah, isn't that right, Scarlett? Yeah, basically. I know what you are. Every time I walked, sat down, or talked, I tried my best to act normal in the eyes of everyone else. Unfortunately, I couldn't change my interest. Including my... Not this being my life. Oopsies. I couldn't change my interests, including my interest in my favorite anime, Sailor Moon. My sister, Shi-chan, is 3 years younger than me. When she was around, I could watch Sailor Moon without it being weird. But whenever my mother or father caught me watching it myself, they always looked so disappointed. That was how I knew that I couldn't tell anyone that I liked it, because it was a cartoon for girls. Nevertheless, there was this one toy I wanted more than anything. Stop. A crescent moon wand. Me as hell. Because how I have it now. I bought it as an adult. Okay, it's a good one. That one and the cutie moon rod. Mwah! really do like reading stuff you can project. Oh, okay, they didn't have they didn't have this part in the manga version, okay? In the manga adaptation, alright? How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know that he was into magical girls, okay? I'm telling you guys, magical girls are where all the fruity people live. You want fruity people community? You have to watch magical girl anime. I'm sorry, you have to commit to it. You have to commit to it. That's where they are. They're all there. They're all there. The community's great. Okay, let's see. The weapon Sailor Moon used to defeat her enemies, but I was terrified of what my parents might think or say if I asked for it, so I kept this wish locked up deep in my little heart. Luckily for me, there was one way that I could still get the Sailor Moon toy. Stop! He's gonna tell his sister. He's gonna steal it from his sister. We should do a Sailor Moon watch along. I haven't watched. You haven't. That is on you either. You guys haven't seen Sailor Moon, really? Really? There are 200 episodes. Feeling a bit called out there, yeah, pretty much. First magical girl anime was traumatizing. Was Madoka your first? Was Madoka your first? That would make sense. But if not, yes, yeah. That was a lot of people's first. A lot of people's first, like, good introduction. I think that Madoka is still really, really, really good. Madoka, I know that there were a lot of things that followed, kind of taking inspiration from Madoka afterwards that are, like, extremely mid. But for what Madoka did, it's so good. Love the show, but dang, I wasn't ready. Right. I remember when it was airing, everyone thought that it was going to be normal because it wasn't necessarily, like, I don't believe that it was based off of anything originally. There wasn't a manga for it to, like, be adapted from or anything. It was just kind of as it was. I believe so. And so whenever it happened, everyone was like, what? The internet was, like, blowing up totally. I like your hair. Thank you. It's feeling a little bit crispy right now because I recently re-dyed some parts, like streaks and stuff, so it feels a little bit crispy, but at least looks soft, so that's okay. Me and my mom audibly got— oh, you watched it with your mom? Oh my god. You know, I feel like that's kind of an anime that moms might like. There's potential there. Want to get matching Homura Meguka theme tattoo? Cute. What would you get? Would you get soul gems? Or like some little like symbols or something? Very cute. Or like witches? I don't know. Something. Very cute. Or like a little devil Homura? Like wings or something? Gadoka wings? That'd be cute too. Yeah, cute. Can I brush your hair? Yeah, please. It's a little bit messy right now because I was flopping around and rolling around in bed before stream because I was whining about my tummy. All to myself, by the way. I'm just rolling around in bed going, in bed. So I was rolling around a lot, yelling at my Usagi plush, holding him to my belly, making him make me feel good. Sometimes you have to mope. Exactly. So I can see it since I'm in your walls. Can you? Are you the one that's eating the wiring inside? Please. I need this power. I need the power. Do that when I have bad cramp. No, I think that's what it. I really have you guys' cramps right now. It's so bad. Soon it would be Christmas, a special day when a jolly old man called Santa Claus would bring me the present that I wanted most of all. Christmas only happened once a year, so I focused all my energy on it. Every morning when I woke up, I sat in front of our Christmas tree and clapped my hands and prayed, "Please, Santa, I want a Sailor Moon toy! Please, bring me a Sailor Moon toy!" I believe that these unspoken prayers would travel through the Christmas tree up to the North Pole, to Santa Claus himself. Jackie, thank you, welcome, how are you? Thank you for the star, thank you. How are you today? I hope that you're doing well, thank you, 3K star. Purple guy, Orpal guy. Welcome in for the first time. Welcome in. Do you bald, please? Anything but that. I never want to be bald. Phoenix, welcome in for the first time. I'm Rios, nice to meet you. I'm good, how about you? Rios, okay, tummy ache survivor tonight. No power, so it's cold. But I'm doing okay. Hello, hi, hello. We're reading a BL book right now. Right now, our main character, it's like a memoir, a look at his life when he was a kid so far, and it's like a look at his life as from childhood to when he grows up until he meets his husband. Right now, he's still a kid. And this is his Christmas wish. We're talking about his Christmas wishes right now. Pansexual, so I can relate. Hells yes! Everyone underneath the sun is invited to the party. No wonder it sounded familiar. Yeah, it's until I meet my husband. Okay, let's see. I love this book so much. Right, I've never read the novel. I've only read the manga adaptation. So I'm like, waka waka suru. Who is she? Excited. Okay, where were we? Okay, around this time, my mother was starting to panic. I burned my house down. Not this stuff again. You guys, we don't roleplay here. If you burn your house down, you need to call the police. You need to call the police. This isn't character. I'm sorry that you burnt your house. Did you save your cat? I'm too old for this. You're the firefighter. Oh yeah, those ones. No, I don't. Do they have a special phone number? Do they have a special phone number? I've never had to call them. I don't know. I don't know. The first thing I do when my house burns down is not to be. Honestly, that would be me. That would be me. House burned down last month. Guys, I don't think that houses burning down is as common as we're making it out to be. There's no way that this is the how my house got burnt down. Meet and greet. I can't believe it. I cannot subscribe to this ideology. Everyone is Chuny here. Why? Why? Yeah, you mind if I get a little Chuny in chat tonight? Say, guys, you can't fuck with me tonight. Rio has a tummy ache. I ate a yummy cheesecake, and now I have a tummy ache. I'm not the one. I'm not the one to burn chat. No, please, this is my house. Stop. No, I don't want my house to join in the ranks. I want my house to join in the ranks. Okay, where the fuck were we? Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, I know FNAF. Everyone knows FNAF. It's in the movie theaters now. Everyone knows it. FNAF mainstream now. Okay, around this time, my mother was starting to panic. For several days straight, she kept saying for several days straight, she kept asking me things like, so, what did you ask Santa to bring you this year? Or like, why don't you tell me what you'd like? And I'll tell Santa for you. Regardless, I kept my silence. I didn't want her to be sad that I was- Stop burning me alive! Stop burning me alive! That's worse than just setting the house on fire. Can you set it on fire when I'm not here, damn it? Regardless, I kept my- You're welcome! It's nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Rio. Welcome in for the first time. We're reading BL book right now. We're having cozy night. Trying. I'm really trying to have a cozy night right now. I'm really trying. Nico, welcome! Thank you for the star. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I'm burning him. Please no more burning me. Right now, we're reading Until I Meet My Husband by Ryosuke Nanosaki. It's a memoir about, gay man growing up and meeting his husband. So it's like kind of an introspective look on all of the years of his life as he grows up and finds his husband. Very sweet, very sweet. Very sweet. Noise. Yeah, right. It's very sweet. We're not very far in. Because, Chuny 12-year-olds keep coming in. Are you a Chuny 12-year-old? I'd like to think no. Your name, gives me good vibes immediately. So I'd like to- you're probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Where was I? Where was I? Oh. Santa. Yeah, Santa. There we go. I didn't want her to be sad that I wanted a girl's toy. No, I trust you, Yukio. Yeah, I just remember. I'm able to tell. Trust me, Ryo will always know who's 12. Even when they say they're 25. Ryo always knows. They have an energy, you know? You're good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so instead, I turned her down gently. Don't worry, Mom. I made sure to tell him myself. Oh, man. No, not the mom being like, well, Santa's not actually real, so you have to tell me. But my mother stubbornly insisted. What sort of toy is it? Do you play it on the TV? I shook my head. Does it move on its own? I paused to think. And then shook my head. What happens when you use it? It's like magic, I replied without thinking. Oops! I decided I couldn't risk answering more question. Whoa, okay. Answering any more of her question. What kind of magic? Does it fly? Or go fast? My mother pressed, but I didn't say another word. Hi, Greed, how are you? Welcome. How your day so far? How your night going? When I awoke on Christmas Day, I found... I'm scared. I'm scared of this. I'm scared of this. Serena! Welcome! How are you? Welcome, welcome. Your name is so cute. Welcome! It's nice to meet you. I'm Rio. Nice to see you, nice to see you. We're reading BL novel right now. Okay, when I awoke on Christmas Day, I found a gift box besides my pillow, all wrapped up in green wrapping paper. I bolted right up and cradled the box in my hands, and hurried to the Christmas tree. There, I sat down and clasped my hands once again. Thank you, Santa! Thank you so much! And when my mother woke up, she suggested that I open up my gift, but I shook my head. I knew better than that. If I opened my Christmas present right in front of her, she'd see that I asked Santa for a Sailor Moon toy. Okay then, suit yourself, my mother said, and headed off into the kitchen to make breakfast for the family. Once she was gone, I dove underneath the dining table where no grown-ups could see me, and carefully unwrapped the present. Scooter, welcome! How are you? Beneath the wrapping paper was a box for a walkie-talkie set. I was amazed. Santa must have realized I wanted to keep the toy a secret from my parents, so he hid it in a different box. What a wise and considerate old man. But I froze, speechless. Inside that box was, unmistakably, a walkie-talkie set. I couldn't believe my eyes. My brain was on the verge of short-circuiting. I could only sit there passively as something inside me crumbled to dust. I picked up the walkie-talkies and I looked at them. Boyish gift, I thought. As my mind slowly regained its function, I realized the truth behind Santa Claus and threw away the shattered remains of my innocence. Clutching the walkie-talkies, I walked up to my mother and donned the biggest smile I could manage. What a great gift. But you know, Santa didn't get it quite right. In response, my mother smiled nervously, so I continued. That's okay, though. This is the kind of thing I wanted. Thanks. Don't thank me. Thanks Santa, my mother replied, audibly relieved. Oh. Right. I headed back to the Christmas tree, sat down, and clasped my hands, trying to just act casual. But deep down, I felt so very stupid. Just then, my younger sister walked out from her room, having already opened up her Christmas present. It was a Sailor Moon toy, delivered to her by Santa Claus. Her gift was everything I wanted, but I couldn't possibly ask for her to let me play with it. Needless to say, it was an unforgettable Christmas. So sad. Me when I got a Barbie instead of a Monster High. Especially if it's New Age Barbie stuff, right? New Age Barbie stuff. Man, the quality control on those. What is going on, Mattel? Get your heads in the game. Get your heads in the game. So stupid. So stupid. Who does Monster High? Is it MGA? MGA? They're always serving. They're always serving. Mattel? We're lacking. Lackluster. Okay, now we're on the next one. 7 a.m. Jeez, waking up at 7 a.m. feels impossible. Here we go. Oh, we're not even technically on chapter 2. Oh, they're in like little, oh yeah, that's right. They are little essays. That's right. They're essays. I forgot. Not just chapter. Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot. Hi there, Leon. Welcome. How are you? It's nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. Next essay, quote unquote. Tefu, welcome. It's nice to see you. Welcome. I'm Rio. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, oops. Wrong person. Oops. Oopsies. Not a Hachi-Q. Ohio gozaimasu. Ima genki desu ka? Nana Hachi-Q has to study Japanese. I will practice for you. Renshu shio. Sorry. So desu. Man, this is embarrassing. Okay, we're reading a book right now. We're reading BL. Kept speaking like that last time. Get out of my head! 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 You have to find a new place to live. Mama, welcome! It's nice to see you. Thank you for the stars. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. I don't know if we'll end up winning the. Well, maybe. We have. Oh wait, no. Oh, the event ends tomorrow. I thought it was ending tonight. Girl. Practiced kanji yesterday for like 20 minutes and gave up. No, it's not worth it. One day after 48. Why didn't I look at this stuff in the... You've been going insane over the... It's true! It's true, I have that, and my tummy hurts! My tummy hurts! No, my tummy hurts. Yeah, we're talking about BL. Well, we're reading about BL. We read BL. Okay, I'm gonna... I read books. We're reading a book. For people that have come, reading a book about, it's memoirs about, a man who grew up, as LGBT and then found his husband. But we're at the beginning still. Okay. Next chapter. You can't stay like that. My 4th grade teacher was a young man called Fukushi-sensei. He liked to play the part of the goofball, telling, "Whoa! Money? What the hell? How much? How much? $2. How much? $2. Sugar daddy. VIP, yeah, they tend to be. Take my money, dog. If that is so funny, is it supposed to be what's more important, money or love? That's crazy, Helium! That's crazy. Okay. He liked to play the part of the goofball, telling jokes and making his students laugh. When my mother found out I was assigned to his class, she said, "That's wonderful news. The other parents have told me what a good teacher he is. Personally, I thought that he was a good teacher too, but not for long." Oh no. It's a mini-gift survival contest. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna win, money or love. Well, what's more important to you? Maybe love for Aurelio. Maybe love for Aurelio. Yeah. Probably lonely. Oh. Lunny? Wait. So, Lunny, money. Love money. So you love money. So you, okay. Okay. Love. Yeah. You know, because if you have love, eventually somebody who wants to spoil you will come around. And then you don't need money yourself. Ryoyo's kidding. By the way, joke. It's joke. Honestly, no, Ryoyo just needs iced coffee in the... He's not kidding. I'm kidding! Ryoyo just needs iced coffee in the fridge, and Ryoyo's happy. That's all. One day, I was walking down the hallway at school when a rude kid, probably a 3rd grader, pointed at me and yelled, "Ew, it's the Okama! We're still on this? Stay away or you'll catch his cooties." Then he ran, screaming down the hall in the opposite direction, towards the stairs. As I watched him go, I found myself wishing that he would take a nasty spill. Little did I know, however, that Fukushi-sensei had witnessed the entire exchange. When I noticed him looking at me, a chill ran down my spine, and desperately, I prayed that he wouldn't make a big deal out of it. Oh no. But as our eyes met, he beckoned me over with a smile that made me feel uneasy. "Girl?" No one else was in the classroom. "Girl!" Where are we going with this? He instructed me to sit down, so I chose a desk at random and sat in the chair. He plopped down on the desk across from mine and looked at me from above. "Nanosaki-kun, doesn't it bother you when someone calls you an Okama?" If I said yes, would that rude kid get punished for what he did? I contemplated whether to get him in trouble or not. Frankly, he was an annoying little brat. I didn't relish the thought of tattling, but he brought it on himself by shouting in the hall. "Yes, it does." "Oh, thank you very K-Star Pavana-chan. Thank you. And now that kid would get his just desserts. Maybe people would stop shouting Okama in the hallway. Or so I thought. But it turned out this was not what Fukushi-sensei had in mind. Oh, you motherfucker. Hi, Bacon! How are you? Nice to see you. We're reading a book right now. Book time. Cozy night book time. Well, have you ever stopped to think about why people call you that? You You piece of shit bastard. You piece of shit bastard. You motherfucker. You stone him to death in the middle of the town center. Ow. Now I could start to see where this conversation was going. No, sir, I haven't, I replied timidly. This is actually a lie. But I felt it was the only answer that I could give. Afraid that he was gonna yell at me. I looked up at him, but he was still smiling. It was really creepy. Know what I think? It's because you're an attention hog. Huh? Huh? What? Imagine that's what the book said. Huh? Frightened, I hung my head. I was too scared to speak. When you try so hard to be cute, it makes you look like an okama, even to me. Honestly, I can understand where that other boy's coming from. You can't stay like that, Namasaki-kun. You've got to grow out of it, or you're gonna have a hard life as an adult. All I felt was fear and pain. Sure, he was acting like he was concerned for me, but on the inside, he condemned me for the way that I was. Even a fourth grader like me could see that. I was stupid to think that that other boy would be punished. But while I didn't think that I was being an attention hog at all, I could tell that it would be nearly impossible to convince Fukushi-sensei. It's not that hard, you know. Just stop trying to act cute for attention. Hey now, Ryo acts cute for attention as a job. And I'm having a very good time with it. Maybe Ryo isn't all that cute, but I sure do try to play the part as cute. Huh. I'm having a very fine time, Fukushi-sensei. Stupid. Obviously, his teacher isn't cultured. Right, you're always cute, bro. Everyone's cute. If you hang out with Ryo, you're cute. Just by proxy, right? Right? We share each other's cuteness proximity. Ryo's lucky because he has cute fans, you know? Whole chat is cute and no one else. Well, maybe a couple others. But the cutest ones are in here, for sure. That's what Ryo thinks. Man, what a motherfucker. I hope that somebody keys his car. All I felt was fear and pain. Oh, I already read that. Okay. I nodded my head. I wanted to get out of there as fast as possible. I know it might be hard for you to break the habit at first, but if you keep working at it, you'll get there. I nodded again. More vigorously this time. See, no, but that's cute. That's cute. He can't help it. Couldn't bear to breathe the same air as this man for a single second longer. There was no one else I could turn to about this. The other grown-ups would probably just tell me the same thing. Stop fishing for attention. I was convinced that no one would take my side. Who wants to burn this house? No one! Oh, his house! I thought you said, I'm just ready this house. I was like, we're not doing this again! Why is Jimmy Tooney now? High school, how are you? It's nice to see you. How are you doing today? We read book night. It's book night. Jeez, okay. I was so scared for a moment. Okay. I was convinced that no one would take my side, so I didn't tell a soul about what happened between me and Fukushi-sensei. After all, my mother believed that he was a great teacher and everyone in class was always laughing at his jokes. But after that incident, his jokes stopped being all that funny to me. I stopped making eye contact with him too. Instead, I painted over all the sadness in my heart with pure contempt for my teacher. Yeah, Skilly. Hi there, Kira. Welcome. It's nice to see you. How are you? Welcome. I'm Ryo. Nice to meet you. How are you? Thank you for the follow, Purple Guy. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bite. Thank you. I take coffee break. We're at a next. We're officially at the second chapter now. All of those were just short essays. I kind of like that they're formatted into like small little essays. It makes the reading process a bit more digestible, I think, you know? Sometimes a chapter can like kind of draw out. Maybe it's because Ryoyo isn't as big of a reader as I was whenever I was a kid. But sometimes whenever I'm reading a big book, and this is a beefy one. This is a relatively beefy book. It's definitely more pages and more beefy than the other one that I pulled out as potential to read today. But because they're kind of in these short little memory bubbles, basically, I think it makes it very digestible and kind of fun at the same time. What's the title of the book? It's called Until I Meet My Husband by Ryosuke Nanasaki. I got it on just Amazon, but they probably have it in some bookstores too. I know recently I saw translated it's both part of it is a manga. There's like small little like manga like one-shot type inserts, and then there's also like novel parts throughout it. There's one that is written by the same person that made Dokusei. I forget the mangaka's name, but I saw it in the bookstore recently. It's huge. But it's kind of like a blend of both, and it focuses on like food and stuff. So there's a lot of recipes and a lot of like fun, just like stuff that's kind of mixed in it. But it's a little expensive, so I haven't picked it up. But I'm thinking of possibly doing it because I would really like to be able to read more like BL stuff with everyone. I think that it's fun. I like reading things on stream, but I also really like BL, so maybe I should pick up that too, so we can read that too. Okay, next chapter. Oh, the chapter has a title. Nothing soaks your pillow in your pants like your first crush. Wow! Whoa! Yabai! Woo! Woo! Alright. I mean, hypothetically, yeah, allegedly. That's what they say. Okay, our first one. A chance encounter in the student council office. Once I made it into junior high school, everything became strictly segregated by gender, and all the students became conscious of the opposite sex. In elementary school, I only ever had female friends, so I was in this uncomfortable change for me. Nevertheless, I made an effort to fit in with the other guys. However, I noticed something strange. Whenever I talked to a boy, I'd get a little nervous. Possibly, it was because I didn't have much experience with male friendship in general. But I was starting to think that maybe everyone was right about me. Why they said that I wasn't normal. It's hard to say if this was the direct cause, but I found myself without any male friends in class. Boys would attack me in the halls or restrooms, and some even spat on my face. In my second year of high school, or junior high, sorry, my bad, I'm aging him up. I said, oh god, 12-year-olds. Hurry, get in high school at the very least. In my second year of junior high, I wanted my time spent stuck at this school to be worth something. So I volunteered to join the student council as its treasurer. The decision went on to redeem my junior high experience and directly led to my first crush. Hi there, kitten. Welcome. Diaz. Welcome, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome in for a second time. Wow. Welcome. I hope that you're doing well tonight. Kitten, I hope that you're doing well as well. I'm Rio. It's nice to meet you. We're reading book time. We're getting cozy night book time. To redeem my junior high experience and directly led to my first crush. Best of all, it gave me a safe space where I could truly belong. The student council office. After school, we all gathered there to do our work, boys and girls alike. Before this day, my days spent in junior high were boring and miserable. But now, I was finally starting to have fun again. Sorry, I was choking a little bit on air. One day, the vice president brought a friend to the office, Tsukasa, the new transfer student in the VP's class who everyone was talking about. He was on the short side, with big sharp eyes, long eyelashes, and tan skin from sun exposure during tennis practice. Personality-wise, he was a chatty jokester. All in all, I thought that he was a fun guy to talk to. The student council office was open for anybody to visit, and Tsukasa would often stop by after school. Since we didn't have much work to do, we could all hang out in the office for long hours, chatting and just eating snacks when the teachers weren't looking. And then, when the school office building closed, Tsukasa and I would often walk home together, just the two of us. But the version of him I got in private wasn't quite the same as the laid-back, playful Tsukasa everyone else got. When we were alone, he would let a serious sideshow. I enjoyed seeing this rare glimpse of him, so I opened up and talked to him about all sorts of things too, like the fact that I didn't have any friends in my class, and the fact that I didn't really care about that either. Likewise, he admitted to me that he was getting tired of acting cool in order to fit in at our school. He was the first male friend that I felt that I could truly trust, and it meant the world to me. One day on my way home, Skasa asked me with a straight face, "Why does everyone call you an Okama? Do you wish that you were a girl, Nanasaki?" The word Okama made my blood run cold. I hadn't wanted him to find out about my nasty nickname just yet. I could tell from the look in his eyes that he wasn't trying to make fun of me like all the other kids did, nor did he pity me like the adults in my life. Still, it felt like he could see straight through me to my deepest, darkest secrets, and it hurt. No, I don't want to be a girl. I'm happy just being a guy. So, you're a normal guy like me? Yeah. Well, I think so, anyways. But they all call me an Okama, so maybe it's the way that you talk. Because you're always kind of squealy, you know? I think that might be why. Me whenever fucking... me whenever 12-year-olds say, "Oh, you sound like a girl." "Your mom sounds like a woman." Your mom. That was a sin. That was a... I really have beef with 12-year-olds today. I have no business beefing with 12-year-olds. No business. I sensed that he was worried about me, and I appreciated his kindness. There were a lot today. I know, right? There were a lot today. You hate kids, no? Well, I don't hate kids. You just gotta be normal a little bit. As the book says. Just gotta be normal, you know? Darn 12-year-olds, I'm saying, you know? You know? You just gotta, just stop being so online. Or if you are gonna be online, don't hang out with people. Just look at things first. Study the people that you see on the internet. Study them. And then you can fit in like a glove later. And then people will want to be your friend. Before all that, though, people are just gonna think that you're annoying as fuck. You gotta study. Study everyone. From afar. Don't interact. you use it as a research course. You must. This is a rite of passage. I wasn't lying when I said I liked being a guy either, though. I'm 12, and I use my mom's credit card to I'd believe it, Nanahachi-Q. I believe it. Tell your mom I'm sorry, though. No refunds, though. I would have made more friends if I were a girl, but at this point, I was grateful to have been born male. Otherwise, I would have never made friends with Skasa. Next essay. Puberty and arm hair. And bro, isn't that the killer? Isn't that the fucking killer? Puberty and armpit hair, there you go. "I don't have any," I exclaimed, my voice resounding through an empty student council office after school. It was just me and Skasa, and for some reason the topic of conversation was body hair. "What? Nanasaki, you seriously still don't have armpit hair? Dude, you're in like 8th grade. I'm so jealous of gay people that don't have body hair. God! Ah! I just punched my wall. I probably shouldn't have done that. Well, it doesn't matter. I honestly, I couldn't really tell where the wall is. What the hell? Some of them are so freaking silky smooth. What the hell? What the heck? Why not Naruto Rio, huh? Why do I gotta be in the mines every day? Why do I gotta be in the mines every day? Ripping strips off my legs and taking razors to my face, huh? Why my armpit only fully smooth on day 1? Why can it be smooth day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Year 5, year 10, decade number 8. Why not? It's so unfair. It's super unfair. Super unfair. God has favorites. Truly. I mean, I think that I was honestly kind of hairy even before puberty, but fuck! It's just not right. Man. Maybe that's the true tell sign. to find out who's maybe it's I don't know, maybe that's like a mark, you know? They're like, you have potential in you to be fruit. We make you non-hair. You have potential. We've already given you the starter kit. So like the Viking and you. I know, it's so disappointing. No more Viking. How can I go to the clinic and get that taken out? maybe I need to go to one of those the people that like zap out your hair. Just in maybe my armpit. No armpit hair. I don't want that. With laser hair removal. That's the one. Raz, welcome. How are you? How are you? It's nice to see you. I hope that your night's going well. We read BL book. I hope that you're doing well. Okay, where are we? What, Nanasaki, you seriously still don't have armpit hair? Dude, you're in 8th grade. He was surprised to learn about my lack of armpit hair, and I was surprised that he was surprised. When did everyone suddenly grow hair there anyways? I can't believe this. Hold on a sec. Out of nowhere, Skasa started to unbutton his dress shirt. With an unhealthy, sun-kissed glow and slightest hint of muscle, his bare chest exuded masculinity. Look! He raised his arm and showed me his armpit without a hint of embarrassment. I, however, was feeling very bashful indeed. Still, I knew it'd be weird if I let it show. So I forced myself to look straight at it like nothing was wrong. Bro, no, it's okay, they're just in middle school, it's fine. They're just in middle school, it's fine, it can't get that raunchy, I swear, probably, I mean, I don't think I have any wood next to me to knock. Before me was Gus's beautiful body. His beautiful body hair. The instant I laid my eyes on it, it felt like I was struck by lightning. Powerful urges ramped inside of me, making me shiver. I wanted to get a better look at it from up close. I wanted to touch his delicate, tan skin, and quite frankly, I wanted to bury my face in his armpit. I never felt this way in all my life. That's gonna be clipped out of context. That's gonna be fire! Burn the school down! No, I'm kidding. Me with red. Another red invention! I said to a friend, I saw they were talking about Red Hood's thighs, and I was like, me too. And she was like, actually, I'm gatekeeping. And now we're feuding. Because I complimented his thighs. My bad, I apologize. Really, I would say that normally. Oh, okay, well, that would be hard to admit. It'd be hard to admit, you know? I'd say it in my brain. And maybe if I was feeling really gutsy, I would say it out loud. And depending on what the situation was. If I read the room properly, you know? Then I would say it out loud. But other than that, probably not. Well, I don't know, maybe. Hi, Luna, it's nice to see you, what a pretty name. Nice to meet you, how are you? We're reading a BL book right now. Until you meet my husband. What was it? No, I can definitely relate, though, like, being young, and just being like, you're like, oh, boys being boys, you know? And then, like, seeing something and being like, like your first true gay panic, you know? It's very, very, like, yeah, I feel like they do feel kind of like this, right? Thank you for the follow, Luna, I really appreciate it. Official welcome to the VIP club. Makes you a very important person, but also a very important prawn, because we're all shrimp here. When did you realize you had a glasses complex? I think that, well, I mean, I've always liked glasses. Because when I was a kid, I would always cry when I wasn't able to get glasses, and all my siblings were able to get glasses and go to the glasses store, and when my mom was able to get glasses, you know? So I would always be sad about that, you know? Because I always wanted to be involved in the glasses process. But I think my true glasses awakening was probably Ray from Free. That was probably my, like, the ultimate, like, ping, you know? That was the one. Whenever he would push up his glasses, and the specific ways that he would push up his glasses, I was like, like, it really did something to me. Dramatically, mentally, physically, phonetically. Phonetically? Fucking stupid. Okay. um, but I think that he was probably my true awakening, you know? My heart was pounding so fast. I was terrified he might hear it in the silence of the empty student council office. Faced with Cus's physical beauty, I was no longer sure of what to do. Calm down and think! What would a normal boy do in this situation? After some contemplation, I swiftly unbuttoned my own shirt. I didn't know if this was the right move, but my gut was telling me that I needed to strip too. See? I slid my shirt off and showed him my armpit in kind. This is not something that I'd ever done before. I couldn't afford to be shy about it. Holy crap, you weren't kidding! You gotta have some pubic hair at least, right? The question made me so embarrassed I couldn't even look him in the eye. What if he asked me to show him anywhere else next? I started to fidget. Oh yeah, a little. Well, that's good. Maybe one of these days you'll get some armpit hair. Or maybe your body's half girl after all. He nodded, fully convinced. No, I hope my armpit hair grows in thick just like yours. It's cool. Your body hair is really manly and stuff. I didn't actually want thick armpit hair at all, but I did think that his body hair was appealing. My heart was racing so fast. I couldn't help but compliment him like crazy. Is this what happens in boys' locker? No, because I think, when I was younger, something that would happen a lot is we would at least when I was, like, a kid, you know, like, probably exactly, like, middle school age, stuff like this, it'd be very much like, people would be like, oh, well, what kind of boxers are you wearing today? Like, probably, like, I don't know, like, 6th grade? Right out of elementary school and stuff, it'd be like, oh, what are you wearing today? And it'd be such, like, a simple conversation, and then we would show off each other, you know? Show off each other's, like, boxers. Show off, like, what we were wearing, you know? You know? Oh, some stuff like that. So kind of. I got the Spider-Mans on today. Yeah! See, exactly! That's exactly. So, like, you'd have, like, the fun conversation like that. I'd be like, oh, I got the Scooby-Doos. I just got a brand new Scooby-Doo set from Walmart. Check out the Scoobies. Do a full 360. You see the Scooby on my ass? It's got the mystery machine on the front. Very important. No, it's normal. That's normal, right? I thought that was normal. Hey, Tempest, how are you? Sorry, we're talking about what happens in the boys' locker room. One friend that we'd share our cute bras with each other. Share them like swap? Like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? Or like show off? You know, like show them. I feel like bras have a very cute design though. There's this one J-drama that I watched once. I don't know how to necessarily pronounce the word. Atelier? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to pronounce the word, but it was about a girl who is pursuing a career in making lingerie. And it really made me appreciate that kind of thing. And I thought, and from that point on, anytime, try not to be in, like, a freaky way, but, like, I'll walk by, there's no reason for me to go in, you know? But I'd walk by, like, Victoria's Secret and stuff, and, like, look at the windows and be like, wow, so pretty. Like, there probably is, like, such a nice, like, it sounds like a really fun job to design that kind of thing, you know? Some of them are really, really, really cute. And especially anytime I'd be in Japan or something and I'd walk by a shop, I'd be like, wow, they're such cute designs, you know? So I really, from like a fashion standpoint, I'm like, wow, really cute stuff, really cute stuff. I wish that the same like love and care that would be like put into like bras and stuff could also be put into like like male underwear. There's like not really. So I mean, of course, the amount of times that I've been like boxer shopping, in like the last like I don't know, probably last couple of years, and it's literally just like Hot Cheetos printed on. I'm like Hot Cheeto, like a bag of Hot Cheetos with like a Santa hat on, and I'm like, okay, can I have a little bow at the, can I just have like a little bow at the, what is this, the elastic band? Just like a little bow there? Come on, at the front, why not? Just as a treat, maybe I should start putting a bow on them myself, but the problem with, a lot of our boxers and stuff, you know, is that they have this freaking, like, it could be like some random no-name brand, you know, and they would have their name all across the band. I'm like, guys, No one cares. No one cares if I'm wearing a what are these? What are these? What are these? No one cares if I'm wearing a Hurley brand boxer. What is that? Who is that? Who's Hurley? No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. The only one that anyone ever cared about because it was an aesthetic at some point was what? What, Calvin Klein? Who? Exactly! Exactly. I just bought them because the color was nice. I just bought them because the color was nice. But I'm like, who is that? Just make it a normal band! Just make it a normal band. I guess because for some guys, like, having the name of a boxer, like, sticking out of your pant a little bit, I guess for girls sometimes can be kind of attractive or something. I don't know. I don't know. Do girls find that attractive? I don't know. For me, I'd be like, pull your fucking pants up, bro. Like, I don't need to pull them up. Wear a belt. Right? Or are they just trying to, or is it kind of like a reverse psychology thing? Because boys don't wear belts a lot of the time. Boys don't wear pants a lot of the time, so would they, or no wait, that's wrong. They do wear pants, because boys don't wear belts a lot of the time, so naturally their pants sag a little bit, you know? Not bad to invest in belts, folks, okay? But is it because they don't wear belts sometimes that their pants do fall down naturally, and the brands know that, and that's why they put the name on the top, because they know that it'll be like they're a walking billboard. I don't know. All I know is that I will never have a name shown off. The only underwear that I have that has a little, like, thingy that I don't mind is the recent Evangelion underwear that I got. The Evangelion boxers that I got. Because it has, like, an Eva design on the waistband. Kind of, sort of. It's like Eva themed a little bit, but it's not like dramatic in any way. It's just, like, nice and simple itself. Other than that, just make it a plain color. So I can put a little bow on it. Stupid. Tell them to have a party, pull their shirt down to make their pants. Well, I'll take a sewing needle and I'll stitch them together. Once you get home, I'll snip it. If you're not gonna wear a belt. Are the people who have their belts on and their pants are down a belt? Oh my god, what's the point of having the belt? What's the point of having the belt if you're gonna do all that? Anyways, is the belt there to secure it in that spot? How big are your, if your pants are so big that they're not even gonna fit around, well, I can't say anything. Ryo does buy pants that are at least 2 or 3 times bigger than his actual size. But I wear a belt. I wear a belt. Do you let it sag? I would never. Also, I wear my shirts to be about 2 or 3 bigger sizes than I actually need to. So even if they were to sag, you wouldn't even be able to tell. Because I just look like a big box, you know? Anyways, what are we talking about? What are we fucking talking about? Where's the book? Okay, I found the book. Armpit hair. We're talking about armpits. Okay, there we go. His body hair was appealing. Anyways, my heart was racing so fast. I couldn't help but compliment him like crazy. Despite the bullying and name-calling I had endured, when Tsukasa said that he thought that my body might be half-girl, I actually didn't take offense to it. If anything, it actually gave me hope. After all, if I was halfway to being a girl, then Tsukasa might halfway fall in love with me. It felt like I had a chance. He was always really nice to me, so surely it wasn't unrealistic to think that he might want to date me. And if so, I'd get to keep his gentle, unwavering eyes, his delicate tan skin, and his beautiful body hair all to myself. I couldn't possibly hope for more. What would it feel like if Tsukasa hugged me? Hi there, Yuki, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome in for the first time. We're reading a BL book right now. Or if he held my hand. Or if he told me that he loved me. My imagination ran wild with all sorts of cute scenarios. And at the same time, however, I was also afraid. Was it okay for someone like me to fall in love with Tsukasa? Even if I were half girl, the other half was still a boy. What if he couldn't see me that way? If he found out how I felt about him, would he stop being my friend? If there were a chance that he would cut ties with me over it, and there was clearly way better ways to just stay platonic friends with him forever. If only I were a girl, then Tsukasa would fall in love with me. Why was I born a male? I was wrong to ever think I liked being a boy. But on the other hand, if one of us were a girl, we never would have grown so close. Man to man, we had no qualms about showing each other our armpits. At least, if we stayed friends, our relationship would never have to change. I could be friends with him for the rest of my life. That's what I told myself over and over. Proof that my feelings for Tsukasa were growing with every passing day. In my heart, the joy of being with him and the misery of never truly being with him battled for dominance. So began my first crush. All thanks to some armpit hair. Hi there, Cherish. Welcome in for the first time. How are you? How are you? I hope that you're doing well. I'm Rio. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's see. Heartthrob is our next essay. With Tsukasa around, my life at school suddenly had meaning. Though we were in different classes, my heart fluttered at the thought that he was just somewhere in the same building with me. It was hard to believe that I used to be so miserable here every day. Not only that, but our friendship was stronger than ever. Tsukasa had enrolled at the cram school I went to. No, I'm not falling asleep, my power's out. So my lights are very low, and I'm reading, and the book's kind of like down here. I like it close, thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. They're kind of hot right now, but that's okay. Not only that, but our friendship was stronger than ever. Tsukasa had enrolled at the cram school I went to, so we spent even more time together. I was on cloud 9, and best of all were the moments that took place at night, after junior high and cram school were over for the day. Together, Tsukasa and I would loiter around in the dark, empty park, chatting until late at night, drinking canned shochu cocktails we weren't supposed to have. To me, those were our secrets and no one else's. But my heart wasn't racing from the thrill of underage drinking, it was because I was with Tsukasa. If I had to guess, we were the kind of reckless teenagers that adults were also worried about. It was around then that Tsukasa and I got our first cell phones, enabling us to stay in touch no matter how far apart we were. We both got matching J-phones, the latest trendy flip phone with animated emoji and the ability to attach photos to messages. You could also send an LED indicator to flash different colors depending on the incoming call or email was from. That's so cute! That's such a cute thing. Why can't phones have that now? We're really doing something else in the early 2000s. Man! So cute! Can I be your boyfriend? No, Ryo doesn't date anyone. Ryo is a pure idol. You're gonna have to come back to me whenever I'm 32. I bumped the number up. To 32. So I can, exist with you guys for a little bit longer. Just as Ryo. Did you just say 2000? Yeah, the year 2000. And so I've been to the year 2000. I was born to the year 2000. I was born in the year 2000. True. Hi, Chrono Knight. It's nice to see you. Welcome. How are you? Scooter. Scooter. What was I saying? Oh, we're reading. It was right around that. Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah. You gotta do the nails against the blanket against the chair. Anything. Come in. The book. I'm reading the book. By the way, I'm reading a book. By the way. Where is it? Where is Otoharuya? Okay, I set Tsukasa to blue, my favorite color. And whenever my phone flashed blue, my heart throbbed happily. One night, I was snuggling underneath the covers. My phone buzzed and flashed blue beside my pillow. Oh, Tsukasa sent me an email. Heart fluttering, I opened up my inbox. Sure enough, there was an email from Tsukasa. It read, Nanasaki, I got a girlfriend! I squinted in the blinding light from my phone screen. There in the darkness, my gleefully racing heart was just now racing. What do I do? What do I do? End of the world? I know! This is the third impact that they were telling us about. Oh, man. Ah, man. The first one was the Okama stuff, the second one was the Sailor Moon one, and this one's the third. What do I do? What do I do? A voice in my head screamed. Do about what, though? I tried to tell myself the situation was beyond my control, but a second later, the voice would return. First, let's stay calm. What do I do? Why am I feeling so miserable? Maybe I'm scared that I'll lose the best friend that I've ever had. I don't want her to take Tsukasa away from me. But maybe if he has more fun with her than me, he'll realize that... maybe if he has more fun with me than her, he'll realize that he doesn't need her after all. Okay, but, how do I achieve that? I want to keep Tsukasa in my life as a friend. I just need to wait until he breaks up with her. Hopefully it happens soon. No, I need to make it happen as soon as I can. And so I wrote a seemingly supportive response, complete with a ton of animated emojis. Congrats on the GF! Can't wait to meet her. Happy for you. Getting high, eating a whole cake, and watching a stream was not something I expected. Eating a whole cake? What kind? What kind of cake? That's pretty decent for the start of the bingo. Thank you, Toilet Scooter! Thank you. I have a bunch of my Moomin lamps right now. A bunch of my Moomin lamps right now in my toilet. Because the power's out, you know. These little touchable Moomin lamps. They're really holding me. Thank you, toilet. Coffee cake. That's yummy. Yeah, coffee cake. I've never had coffee cake actually with coffee. You're supposed to eat it with coffee, right? Or does it just taste kind of like coffee? It's been a while since I've had it. Next one, the cursed date. Oh, I should check my phone battery. 37. Okay, we can do it a little bit longer. Tastes like coffee. Man, I thought that you were supposed to have it with coffee. Kind of like a biscuit with tea or something. You know, a crumpet with your tea. Something. Cursed date. This girlfriend who had single-handedly crushed my joy turned out to be a girl named Hidemi in Tsukasa's class. She was even shorter than Tsukasa and had an air of mystery about her. Ooh, okay. Usually this made someone more attractive, but to me, Hidemi was not attractive at all. Well, girl, because you're gay. That would be probably why. Never spoken to her before now, and I had no intention of making friends with her going forward either. But because she was Tsukasa's girlfriend, I couldn't exactly be an outright jerk to her. For me, it felt like she showed up out of nowhere one day and stole my man. Regardless, I made an effort to play the part of a supportive friend, so I could keep tabs on them, of course. And so we started hanging out as a trio. While I did feel somewhat guilty for essentially being a third wheel on their dates, this was far outweighed by my desire to spend as much time with Tsukasa as possible, and prevent the two of them from having any private time together. But no matter how much time we spent as a trio, no matter how many great jokes I told, Tsukasa didn't lose interest in Hidemi. And the more time I spent around them, the more depressed and jealous I became. My chest was filled with toxic sludge. Thank you, 55k Star Pepper Ninja! Be careful with your fingers! Be careful with your fingers! I'll stream tomorrow too, so be careful. Be careful, okay? Because they're not gonna come help me with the thing, so until Tuesday, so. So new YouTube for me! But we'll hear you tomorrow. Okay, at some point, Tsukasa and Hidemi must have privately decided that they would wanted to go on dates without me because they stopped inviting me along. There you go. There you go. We do almost be 120k, so light work for the rest. Right. With tomorrow, we can definitely achieve it. There you go, there. I got coffee-flavored cake, so unfortunately no coffee. I'll share my coffee with you. Do you like iced coffee? I have kind of black coffee right now, with just a little bit of hazelnut right now. I've returned back to my mature taste form. Where was I? Okay, later I found out from the student council vice president, no less, that Hidemi had taken Tsukasa's virginity. Oh no! Oh no, it was a crushing blow. Not just that. Girl, that's so young! Okay, well, whatever. That's so young. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Safely, please. At what age again? I don't know. Are they in high school at this point? Junior high? Junior high? Junior high? What is junior high age in Japan? I don't know. Junior high, I think that we're in. That's crazy. That's crazy, Dio. Wild, even. Not just that Tsukasa's relationship had progressed that far, but that he didn't even want to share the big news with me directly. Hi there, Mad Idols! Nice to see you! How are you? Welcome, welcome. 13, 14, yeah, something probably around that age, huh? That's crazy! That's crazy. Ryoya was busy watching seasonal anime. And working. I don't have time for that. Welcome, Mad Idol, I'm Rios, nice to meet you! We are reading a BL novel right now. Well, it's a memoir, so I feel weird calling it a BL BL novel because it is a memoir about somebody's life, but neither here nor there. Okay. So before I fell apart completely, I decided I would just have to forget that he existed. I needed things to go back the way that they were before I even met him. It'd be miserable, sure, but at least it wouldn't hurt as much as it did right now. After that, things went peaceful for a while. But then one day, as I was gradually cleaning out the toxic sludge out of my broken heart, Tsukasa and Hinami invited me to karaoke. Tsukasa must have felt bad that I didn't have any other friends, so he probably asked Hinami for permission to invite me, and she said yes. Though I was a little bitter about it, it did still mean a lot. I wanted to be with Tsukasa, even if he only offered out of pity. At karaoke, it was just the three of us, but I didn't talk that much. I didn't really like their relationship, and that it had turned out physical, and I really didn't like that they didn't tell me about it. When it was my turn to sing, I took the mic and I looked at the opening lyrics. If I'm not your number one, baby, that's fine with me. Just tell me I'm special. I'm your only one. The moment I tried to sing, all my emotions, suppressed, came flooding out at once. Tears streamed down my face. I tried my best to sing it anyways, but I just couldn't. Defeated, I slumped over the table and started sobbing. I want to be Tsukasa's number one. I couldn't say it out loud, obviously, but I enjoyed the feeling of his warm hand as he rubbed my back, so I decided to let myself cry for a while. Why are you crying? Asked Hinami. When I didn't answer, she stiffly continued. Well, you know that you can talk to us about anything if you need to. This is all your fault. But of course, I couldn't say that either. Yeah, so sad. It sounds like she's a nice girl too, though. You know? At least, like, even if she's pretending to, like, that, even if she doesn't necessarily care about him that much, you know? Even just opening the floor and kind of even just offering is still sweet, you know? Complicated. Thank you, 60K Star Ruby, I appreciate it. Alright. Next part. What a crazy title. Wet underpants don't lie. We pissing ourselves? Okay. After the karaoke breakdown, I decided to keep a distance from Tsukasa and Hinami. Being around them just wasn't healthy for me. Hinami and I were dangling off the edge of a cliff, and Tsukasa could only save one of us. The right thing to do was probably for me to wish them well and let them go, but I refused. Out of Tsukasa's view, I wanted to use my feet and kick Hinami off the ledge of her death. Oh, it's like the game! Kick it! No matter what happened, I would never wish them well. I would sooner put a curse on both of them. For a while, I occupied my time with these dark fantasies. And then one day, as graduation was approaching, hey, Narasaki, are you free today? Want to hang out at my place? It felt like an eternity had passed since the last time Tsukasa initiated a conversation with me. Yeah, I'm free. Is Hinami coming? I asked hesitantly. She has other plans today, so she can't. It was clear that I wasn't his first choice, but I was still happy that he asked. Gotcha. Sure, I'll come over. I hadn't visited Tsukasa's room in a long time. Carried the same scent as his uniform. When we arrived, he pulled off his blazer and put it on the closet hanger. Tsukasa was the neat and tidy type. His books, his CDs, and all of his shelves were perfectly organized. As for me, I left my blazer on and simply flopped down on his bed, gazing up at the ceiling. Ouya! Ouya! Then, out of nowhere, Skasa climbed on top of me. Ouya! Ouya! The next thing I know, his face was inches from mine as he pinned me down on the bed. Ouya! Ouya! The expression on his face as he stared at me was unlike anything I'd ever seen from him before. What did he see behind my eyes? I was terrified that he could read me like a book, but at the same time, I enjoyed being so close to him. It felt like my feelings for him were flowing into his body. There were connected heartbeats. The mood in the room suggested to me that if I closed my eyes, he would kiss me. I wanted to wrap my arms around him and kiss him and tell him that I had a crush on him the whole time. But what would happen if I did all that? If this was some kind of silly prank, then Skasa wasn't actually interested in me like that. I'd be exposing myself as a weirdo who likes boys. And then Hidemi would find out, and before long, the whole school would know about it. They'd gossip about Nanasaki, the creepy Okama who made a move on Skasa and got shot down in a spectacular fashion. If that happened, I wasn't confident that I could survive it. Gross! I shouted as I shoved him off. You can't have your way with me just because Hidemi's not around. I meant it as a joke, but Skasa didn't laugh. There is an awkward silence. Hi, Sharky, welcome. How are you? Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Wait, no, I know. I know. I'm like, no, no, no. You've come in at the climax. You come in at the climax. Continue. We're all locked in. I meant it as a joke, but Skasa didn't laugh. There is an awkward silence. Unable to bear it, I told him I needed to borrow the restroom and walked out. We went safely inside. I pressed a hand to my chest and inhaled a lungful of bathroom air. It was the right thing to do, I told myself over and over. Skasa probably just climbed up on me as a joke. Besides, I wasn't supposed to have feelings for him in the first place. It wasn't normal for a guy to have a crush on another guy, so eventually it would go away. Thus, I made the right call. Once I caught my breath, I went to use the toilet, but when I lowered my pants, I noticed something strange. After gazing at Skasa so up close, my underwear was totally soaked. As if to clarify exactly how I felt about him. Oh yeah! He should've just let her kiss him! Ah! I know that would be bad because it would be cheating. But I am rotten. He did do the right thing, technically. Yeah! Complicated. Yeah, complicated. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Complicated. 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 Maybe they broke up. We have one more chapter before it turns, or one more little thing before it turns the next thing. We'll read this last one. Hi there, Hime Joishi. Welcome. What a cute name. What a cute name. Welcome in for the first time. I'm Rio. It's nice to meet you. We're reading a a gay novel that reads like that has a BL manga adaptation. There you go. There you go. Maybe we've nailed it this time. Welcome. How are you? It's nice to meet you. Alright, here's our last song for the night. My junior high, quote-unquote, girlfriend. Believe it or not, I actually had a girlfriend in junior high. Maybe I saw it as a way to improve myself. After all, I had no clue that I was gay and staunchly believed that boys were supposed to date girls only. Plus, with a girlfriend, I figured I could hang out with Skasa and Hidemi on double dates and it wouldn't be weird anymore. Man, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. I feel bad. Like, what if Tsukasa, if he had a serious look on his face, if he had a serious look on his face, maybe he was serious about it. This could have been, I mean, he ends up finding his husband in the end anyway, so it's fine, but, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hi, Izzy, how are you? Hi, Izzy, how are you? I think you enjoyed shaking hands, big handshake emoji. So complicated. So complicated. Yeah. Man. Thus, while I liked Sakura as a person, my relationship with her was not founded on a sincere desire to date her. Not a lurking for 30 kids and holy shit. Yeah. I trapped Nanahachi Q here in my chambers for fun. In torture, actually. / pause. Yeah. Good torture, probably. Thank you for the 65 key star, AZ. You're funny, don't go bald. Thanks! Thanks, I appreciate it. I have a tummy ache right now, could you believe it? I'm trying to be funny during a tummy ache. Also, my power's out. I might go bald. Due to stress. Tonight. It will grow back tomorrow, though. If I have anything to say about it. Thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Official welcome to the VIP clan that makes you a very important prawn, but also... Oh, fuck, damn it! Very important person, but also a very important prawn because they're all shrimp here. Yay! Egg office street. No, I'm not. It's like, it's like Pug's Triangle, where I take off my wig and become a separate person. Where the hell were we? As I recall, we only got together due to her insistence on it. Feisty, daring, and bold, Sakura stood out from the crowd. While the other girls were all wearing skirts short and their socks baggy, Sakura wore ankle socks and an ankle-length skirt. She would swagger down the halls like the leader of a girl delinquent. Oh my god! He dated the Yankee type! Yeah! Wow! That's kind of... That's good. That's good. The more effeminate boy with the Yankee type girl, that's cute. Were they each other's beards? Please. Lavender marriage it up. Please. Sakura, the woman that you are, she wanted a cute boy, but she didn't. It truly does sound like a shoujo plot, right? Oh yeah. Cute. But our new partnership didn't change my feelings for Tsukasa one bit. I didn't care about her lips, or her hair, or her skin. I just wanted to bury my face in Tsukasa's armpit. So for Sakura, I was obviously a lackluster boyfriend. Well, she probably wanted to take the lead anyway if she was that type. As I recall, she insisted on us holding hands, and both of us, aided by the power of liquid courage, insisted on giving me my first kiss, too. She insisted on that? Yeah, she's definitely a go-getter. No, let her play the part. Let her play the part. He really likes his armpit. An early awakening. Good for he found it out at an earlier age than I did with glasses. Good for him. We all have our moments. We often. I wonder if that's very common. I don't think that I talk to enough. I don't think that I talk to enough. Enough fruity people that are similar to Ryoyo about that kind of thing to know if armpit enjoyment is very prevalent in that way. I don't know. It's not like personally my thing. I mean, I guess I get it. I understand it, I think. But it's not really realistic, but I wonder if a lot of people were reading this and were like, I relate. The biggest. That's crazy! That's crazy! That's crazy! That's crazy! That's crazy. Rio was trying to be very, I see you. Rio's a professional. What was I saying? Oh, we often fought over escorting each other to our respective houses. Tradition dictated that the boyfriend always walk his girlfriend home, but this is the double standard that I despised. Can you walk me home today? I can't believe these two. Can you walk me home today instead? I'm starving and I want to get home so I can eat, I told her. She accepted at first, but she must change her mind later on because it evolved into a fight. Eventually, the two of us became so hostile with each other that our brief relationship came to an end. We only ever kissed the one time and never went any further. No double dates with Tsukasa and Hirami either. After we graduated from junior high, Sakura enrolled at a different high school, so we fell out of touch. Until just a few years ago. What? Eh? And the newspaper reported on my historic gay wedding with my husband, Ryosuke-kun. Sakura got a hold of my email address through a mutual friend and sent me a message. Hey? Well? Interesting. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to do at first. How did she feel seeing her junior high ex-boyfriend openly proclaimed himself to be gay? Frankly, I wouldn't have blamed her if she yelled at me for making her look bad or wasting her time or something. But it felt like I owed her an apology for trying to use her as an excuse to spend time with Tsukasa. In my eyes, she deserved a proper explanation. Summoning all my courage, I called the number that she'd given me in her email. She picked up right away. Hi there, Zach. It's nice to see you. Welcome in for the first time. I'm Rio. Nice to meet you. How are you? Nice to meet you. We're reading a book right now. Having cozy book night. Cozy book night. She picked up right away. I could tell that she was nervous, but nevertheless, she forged ahead. Hey, so, I saw that article about you in the newspaper. Yeah. Must have come as a shock, huh? I kind of feel bad. Well, actually, to tell the truth, I gotta apologize to you about something. Whoa! Oh! 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 Me spoiling myself by flipping ahead. Oh! Hey! Ever heard of gender dysphoria? Yeah, I have. Well, turns out I'm transgender. I go by Kenji these days. Oh, really? I had no idea! See, before you and I got together, I was dating a girl. And then rumors started going around about it, and I got scared. Stop! Ah! It'd always be like that. The two queer people in school find each other. And say, alright. Whether you know it or not, we're gonna get each other out of this. They used each other. Isn't that funny? Good for him. Good for him. That's crazy. Good for him. I was dating a girl, then rumors started going around about it, and I got scared. But this is the start of a new isn't it? I think so. Thank you for the star sack. Alright, I hope that they're very good friends now. But I figured if I got a boyfriend, it would all go away, so, I used you as my beard. Wait, what? Are you serious? I'm really sorry, man. I've been wanting to apologize all this time. When Kenji came out to me and apologized, I nearly burst out laughing. After all, the feeling was mutual, and for basically the exact same reason. About that, we're actually in the same boat, you and me. At the time, I had a big crush on Tsukasa in class 3. He was going out with Hidemi, so I wanted to have a girlfriend to bring on double dates with me. I was using you too. I'm sorry, Kenji. You're shitting me! Much to my relief, he laughed in surprise. I don't remember us ever going on any other double dates, though. Oh, Raz, did you ask what we were reading? Yeah, we're reading Until I Meet My Husband by Ryosuke Nanasaki. They have a physical form that they've released. When did this release? 7 Seas published it, actually. Hi, Locke! Hi, how are you? I'm reading gay things. Reading gay things. This reminds me of something? Really? Really? What? When did they publish this? 7 Seas had released the English edition. When did the printing? Did they not put it in that? Where's it? June 2022. Need more gay things to read. This is, book. Do you like gay book? I has gay book. We're big. No picture. Picture version available, yes. Book. Also good. The boyfriend's webtoon? Is there a plotline like this in that? There might be. I've never read it myself. I don't read a lot of webtoon. Oh yes, Locke love gay book. Ryo understand. Trans character and boyfriend. I see. Interesting. Love gay book. Me as well as that. Like, I hope that you're doing well. Picture good, not needed, just in for game. Yes, gay book. Yeah, it's pretty cute so far. There is a manga adaptation. As well. I read that one first, but I have the book now. I picked it up during Christmas time. Do you read gay book? Gay picture book? I read lots gay picture book. Primarily Picture gay book. Rio read. Rio buy lot gay picture book. Rio spend all salary on gay picture book. Food, no. Food go without 2 month. Rio yo buy gay picture book instead of food 2 month. Happy life. No need food when eating what is served. Gay picture book turned into gay picture collection of gay picture book. Exactly. Happy husband, happy life. Unfortunately, no husband. Is okay. I idle now. I become husband at 33. I increase age again. Rio increase age again to 33 now. one more year added because the 12-year-old test me today. Too far. Added 1 more year to Rio lifespan. Okay, where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Okay. I don't remember us ever going on any other double dates, though. Yeah, that never ended up happening. I mean, we broke up pretty fast. We sure did. Sounds like we both had a pretty rough time in junior high. Let's agree to let bygones be bygones. How's your life these days? Right now, I'm dating a lady with a kid from her first marriage. It's hard work being a stepdad, but I'm trying to do what I can. I'll see you. Oh. Who's your favorite character from Hazbin Hotel? I've never watched it. My friend gave me $50, though, to cover something from it. So I think that I'm forced to become knowledgeable of it soon. I've never watched it. I don't really have an interest in it, but was it Rina? Yes. I never said okay to the deal, but she did still give me $50, so. Forgive me, buddy. That's crazy. Do you mean her super chat? Yeah, that's the one. I told her that before. I was like, yeah, maybe I will eventually. And she said, if I give you $50, will you do it? Or if I send you a super, will you do it? And I was like, change the subject. But she did it anyways. I wasn't sure if she was serious. She's unfortunately always serious. Friendship with Rena is like a really scary game of chicken where both of us are always really serious. So you can't do shit around either of us because we'll both commit way too hard. Way too hard. Sounds fun. It's frightening. Being in a room with 2 people that never let a bit go. Really terrifying stuff. Really bad stuff. She said that if I don't start sleeping soon, she is going to also start staying up for 24 hours, or like she will be staying awake until I fall asleep. And she said, and you don't want to do that, do you? Because I work a 9 to 5. So that means that I would wake up in the days with no sleep. And some days I would go without any sleep at all. And I'm like, well, no, I don't want that to happen. And then she called me a dog because I'm like obedient or something. What the hell? Thank you for the pen light, by the way, Zach. I appreciate it. Thank you for cheering me on. Well, okay, we don't have to. Sasuga Arena. No! Does she call you a good boy or what? Well, she does call me a good boy. Sometimes she calls me kitten, and I'm like, the crazy things that a female semi will do to you. Yo, boy, thank you for the big heart. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, too. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your heart with me. Yeah, Bayo. It's scary, right? Yeah. Older women that get semi on the semi-uke quiz. They're the ones that you need to look out for. My roommate staring into my soul? I used to do that when I had roommates. I like seeing you guys as freak. Lots of people really take note of it. Yeah. She's a good one. We're rooming together at Off-Kai this upcoming year, so it's gonna be really scary. I have a bit planned that I think that I'm going to pretend to. I'll run it past you before I finish up this chapter. I'll run it past you to see if you guys are into it. I'll find my own UK someday. I think that just terrorizing people is a part of that. You just have to have like one person that you terrorize all the time, and then it's natural. You found it. But since we're rooming together, I think that one of the days, I'm gonna like, cause I'm like a sickly boy, you know, and she knows that I'm very sickly. So I think that one of the days I'm gonna curl up and start pretending like I'm having like a really like hard time, and she'll probably think that I'm having like a heart flare up or something. Right, or something else bad, and she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Rio, are you okay? Rio, are you okay?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I need my pills." And she'll be like, "Oh my God, where are they? Where are they?" And then I'll have, yeah, that's exactly it. I'll be like, I need my omega. And she'll be like, I'll tell her where they are, and I'll have it all set up where it's just a omega pill file. So I think that I'm gonna do that. Please don't tell her. Don't tell her that I'm gonna do that though. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Because I really I need her. I need. I'm gonna cook it. I'll tell her with my Bluetooth signal. Let me know how that goes. I definitely will. A dangerous game to play around in alpha like. I know, right? She honestly, she might even see right through it, you know, and then just be like, all right, well, if you want an alpha daddy, immediately, who knows? We'll see how it goes. Hopefully not. Hopefully, my prank goes well. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, the kid. They're dead. She's dating a lady with a kid. Okay. There you go. Okay, right now I'm dating a lady with a kid from, her first marriage. It's hard work being a stepdad, but I'm trying to do what I can. It must be nice having a little one in the house. I'm jealous. Are your friends and family supportive of you? Well, I'm estranged from my parents, and I haven't talked to my friends about it much. The rural towns are behind the times, you know? Yeah, I guess we better work on that, huh? Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to call and say I'm really sorry. During the phone call, Kenji was apologetic from beginning to end, but I could tell that he must have struggled with his issues during junior high. And besides, I didn't really deserve his apology in the first place. If only I'd come to terms with my identity sooner. Hi, Chi! Welcome in for the first time. Bye, Zach! Thank you for popping in. Hi, Chi. How are you? I'm Rio. It's nice to meet you. We're reading gay book has manga adaptation. Yeah, there we go. Gay book with manga adaptation. BL. Yeah. Yay. Gay book. Gay book. Stop it. My sanity's so gone tonight. Hi, I'm okay, and you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. My face feels hot now. Okay, where was I? I'll find the page. If only I'd come to terms with my identity sooner, maybe I could have helped you come to terms with yours, I told him. Likewise, all that time I spent telling myself I'd figure it out if I went along. Turns out we both had someone that we could have turned to right underneath our noses. I know what you mean. I think it was the same for me, too. Around this time, I started writing this book. I had another phone call with Kenji. He ended up breaking things off with the single mother that he was dating at the time, but in brighter news, he and his parents were starting to reconcile. As of writing this, he hasn't had any gender confirmation surgery yet, but he's saving up money to pay for it. Problem is that his job won't give him the time off. Apparently the company he works for told him, we wanted a woman for the job when we hired you. You fucking motherfucker! Ah, what the fuck? Any job, it doesn't matter. Because of that, Kenji feels like he has to choose between the surgery and his job. To me, that's a huge red flag. But he says that they're looking out for him, taking into consideration his future career and personal network. It doesn't feel like he can oppose it. Fuck, that's so bad. As a transgender man, Kenji's circumstances and concerns are completely different from mine. But if you ask me, Japanese society and our institutions are much too strict regarding those who share Kenji's problems. It may seem like a 1 in a million chance that a closeted gay boy would end up dating a closeted trans boy, but it's really not. You may think that you don't personally know any LGBT people or have never spoken to any LGBT people, but you'd be wrong. Countries with the most progressive human rights know that there are LGBT people everywhere. Some of them may choose to come out while others may not, and there's no one correct way to exist. But because Japanese society is so staunchly intolerant, it forces many of us to stay in the closet whether we want to be there or not. This is the sort of thing that was on my mind as I spoke to Kenji. I found myself wishing he and I could go back in time to junior high so we could hug our little teenage selves and tell him that everything was going to be okay. That being said, I knew deep down inside that it was still too early to be able to reassure them that society would be able to accept them. Personally speaking, my only happy memories of junior high are my crush on Skasa, and at the time I spent working at the student council. I even threw away my old graduation album. Why, you ask? Because on the day that we took the photos, a male student forcibly cut my bangs and sideburns with scissors. Recently, however, a former junior high classmate was kind enough to show me their album. In the photo, I was still smiling bravely despite my ruined hair. Yet, after all these years, it was viscerally painful to look at. As I mentioned earlier, I was always getting beat up in the hallways back then. They'd knock the wind out of me, or sometimes they'd grab me by the collar and spit on my face in the boys' bathroom. To this day, I still have bruises from it. Plus some scars from when they'd stab me with the mechanical pencils. I did that to someone once. Not because he was gay, but because he was an annoying menace. That wasn't in the book. I said that. I did that. He deserved it. He deserved it. The principal sided with me. He deserved it. He knew that he deserved it. He even told the principal, no, don't blame him. I was an annoying menace. In fact, I think that he should stab me with the pencil more. Maybe he liked it. I don't fucking know. I don't know. And because they'd always ambush me from behind, the presence of someone standing directly behind me was enough to give me minor panic attacks until the age of 25. To me, the days I got beat up were just unlucky days. My teachers warned me that I only got bullied because I didn't act manly enough. But unfortunately for me, my natural state of being automatically made me an Okama. 0.5 or 0.75. I want to say that it was probably, it was probably a 7.5. I think. Because I remember we needed a thicker pencil. Like a more like darker, thicker pencil, like tip, I guess. So I will assume that it was a 0.75. Maybe, if only I could go back in time. To me, oh wait, well, there we go. An attention hog. What are we talking about? The time that I stabbed somebody with a pencil because he deserved it, because he did it, in the middle of class, and he was, we were all gonna get disqualified from a test, so I said, fuck you, stab! And then I got in trouble, but I didn't actually, because he was being an annoying nuisance, and all of the teachers and all of the principals all agreed with me. So even though I did, like, a petty crime and stabbed someone, I was off the hook. Feel pretty good about that one. I don't want to take the test again! Holy shit! I've studied all year for that! Okay, there we go. Okay. Honestly, the abuse was nothing compared to my own self-loathing. These days, I don't resent the bullies or the unsympathetic teachers I had. I don't think of myself as a victim, either. Rather, I don't want to think of my junior high self as a victim. And if I do, then that means that there's someone to blame. And I just can't find the will to hold my former abusers accountable. If anything is to blame for what happened to me, it's the societal bias that taught my bullies to treat me the way that they did. It's taken me more than 15 years of organizing my thoughts to acquire this mindset. The act of bullying is still unacceptable, however. Japan's laws don't sanction the emotional harm of insults, much less physical violence. If anyone out there reading this is struggling with bullying or any other painful problems, no matter how scared you may be, I encourage you not to shoulder the burden all on your own. Talk to someone you feel you can trust and ask them for help. Don't let that voice in your head convince you that it's your fault. Find a way to fight back. A way of life that makes them happy, and take that first step. I know that you can do it. I know you have the courage. Now, I'd like to address the adults. Obviously, not every adult has this problem, but regardless, I've grown tired of the way that bullying is constantly dismissed as kids being kids, getting swept underneath the rug, and it's ignored. If you see a child trying to be strong in the face of adversary and don't understand the pain and suffering behind their smiles, then you are worthless as a role model. When I was at my lowest points, the adults in my life said that things were quite frankly dehumanizing. I don't hold a grudge against them, but I know I'll never forget those words for as long as I live. And during this time, I didn't have anyone I could turn to for advice, so my preferred coping method was to put curses on people. Oh my god, it's the period cramp hex. It's the period cramp hex. No, seriously. I wanted to curse my bullies to death without ever getting my hands dirty. So, I'd read dark, sinister books. Looking back, it strikes me as a little bit alarming. My hands may have stayed pure, but my heart was a little bit corrupted by those thoughts. But that was just how desperate I was to hold it together back then. Long story short, during the darkest point of my life, it was Kasa who gave me a ray of hope. I was bewitched by his unwavering gaze, and then later, his armpit hair, and ultimately fell in love with him. I went to school every day just to see him. With him by my side, I had nothing to fear. Except him abandoning me, of course. You can't just ask somebody to be your boyfriend and then tell them that you're annoying. That's fucked up and evil. You're never gonna get a boyfriend like that. Even Rio knows that. I'm a pure-hearted boy, and even I know that. You're supposed to love and cherish your boyfriend. Your name is literally Cherish. What's wrong with you? I think that you're 14. No, 13. 11. You're 11. Banished! Be gone! 1. I think you're 1! Be gone! Okay, there we go. There we go. When he started dating Hinami, I was emotionally impacted in 2 different ways. First, the impact of him getting a girlfriend. And second, the corollary?
We are looking at how to pronounce these words, as well as how to say more interesting vocabulary that too many mispronounce, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel to learn more. In British English, it is said as corollary.
Corollary.
With a stress on the first syllable.
Corollary.
Oh no, that's the other way around. In American English, it is said as corollary. Now,
Corollary.
in British English, corollary.
Corollary. So it can't be said in both ways.
Stress on the
What?
syllable.
What?
In American English, corollary. Stress on the first syllable. And now.
So it doesn't fit any better. Okay, whatever. I give up. Hi, Fluttershy. Welcome. That's how it feels playing Wordle. Genuinely. Corollary. The corollary impact. Okay. Of the initial impact. That was when I started to question my identity. Hey, that's actually a good way to see it. Hi there, Angel Fox. Welcome. How are you? It's nice to meet you. I'm Rio. Nice to meet you. Hello. Hi. Welcome. We're reading book today. Every day I prayed for Skasa and Hinami to break up. But contrary to my hopes, he stayed with her well past our junior high graduation. He even enrolled at a different high school too. Man, I wonder what kind of life he is living. Man, I wonder if we'll ever hear from Skasa again. In any of these stories. I wonder if he even sat there thinking about his friend after all this time too, you know? It doesn't matter because he ends up getting married in the end anyways. but I have to wonder, you know? I wonder. Oh yeah. Well, we read two whole chapters. How many pages did Rio read?